If your video is like a scene from The Walking Dead or the Kendrick Lamar song, I See Dead Channels, then this video is going to be for you. In this video, we're going to be talking about how you can revive your dead channel, or you're getting no views or low views, and how you can revive your channel like Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. Then this video is going to be for you. This video is sponsored by Nexus Clips. More about them later on in the video. Nexus Clips. Doing shorts used to be super hard for me. It was always like it was a task. I used to upload shorts 3 times a week as part of my weekly regimen, and it was painful. Now when I do shorts, it's less like a chore and more like fun. I don't mind posting 3 to 4 to 5 shorts per week, and I do it with ease. Do you want to know how? It gives me options to choose from based off of information or based off of emotions. And guess what? It even gives me a virality score. What's a virality score? I'll tell you what that is. It is the potential for every one of my shorts to go viral. It's a no-brainer for me. It gives me a virality score based off of certain keywords and based off the titles of my video. It's pretty much hands off. All I have to do is choose what clips best fits my preference. I can schedule them throughout the week. It is a game changer and it is a breeze. And if you want to start saving yourself some time and some headache and some coins, I'm going to leave you a 10% discount code down in the description. Before we get into the video, I have some shout outs that I want to give to my community. And yes, these shout outs are free. Free. Because we're not over here selling shout outs for $200 like some people that I'll remain nameless. Boom. Here are all the channels that I want to highlight for my community, and we are all about that support. Not sub for sub, but for support and more support. So if you're a small or emerging content creator like me, and you want to join this awesome family of people who actually watch each other's videos, who actually build their own communities, and who actually grow on YouTube, then I want to invite you to our community, the Revealers. Welcome to the family. Join the channel if you feel led, and subscribe if you really feeling generous. All right, let's get into the video. The reset system is about realigning, evaluating, simplifying, engaging, and testing. That is a system that I use in order to bring my views up from declining and making sure that my channel doesn't die. It's not just for me, but you can use this strategy even if you have an old channel or if you have a channel with low to no views. So let's get into the reset system. R is all about reconnecting to your purpose, remembering why it was that you decided to start your YouTube journey in the first place. Why was it that you started to get on social medias? Was it to grow your brand? Was it to connect with others? Was it to grow in your personal development journey? Not everyone is on YouTube to make money or to grow their business. Some people are just wanting to grow their skills. So if that is you, then reconnect to your why and start afresh. When you set fresh, realistic goals, not 1 million subs overnight, but just consistency and clarity, that's when you'll begin to win again on YouTube and get yourself some more views. E, evaluate. Evaluate your old content. A lot of times I go back and watch a lot of my old videos and then I criticize. It's constructive criticism that I give to myself in order to become consistently better all along the way. If you are not going back to evaluate your own past performance, then you're doing yourself a disservice. I'd rather criticize myself and try to get better than to have others always criticizing me. And you know about those keyboard warriors on YouTube. They have no problem about telling you if you're good enough or not. So do that for yourself. Evaluate. You want to also look at what you did good before and what you didn't do good after. And you want to fine tune and tweak all of those things along the way. You can use YouTube Analytics. I use it all the time. You guys know I'm all about the numbers. And you can go through your most clicked, your most viewed, your average view duration, your click-through rate. You can go through all of these metrics and use them as a parameter to get better along the way. But don't get so wrapped up in the numbers that you get discouraged. Just try to do your best every single video and you will begin to win. S, simplify. This one definitely hit home for me because I love simple. What you can do is create a simple content strategy for yourself to save yourself some headache and some burnout. A lot of times when we don't create a system or a plan for our content, then we perform poorly. We all know that proper preparation prevents poor performance, and if you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail. So what you want to do is make a content schedule, or you can start to batch create. You can source all your titles for the month. You can start to put different controls and mechanisms in place to save yourself a lot of time and a lot of headache and to free up more time for you to be creative. Another thing is this. Come back to one main niche. You've heard me talk about having a main niche and a sub niche. A lot of times we go off on those sub niches and we never get back to our main niche, and then we end up confusing the algorithm because we're doing too many things. We're doing the most. You don't have to do everything, but you have to do what connects with your audience. And moreover, what connects with the algorithm. Do you want to know why? Because when we do too many things, we confuse the algorithm. For example, one day we might be doing a video about cooking. The next day we're doing a video about working out. The next day we might be doing a video about how to grow on YouTube, and we've completely confused the algorithm. And when we do too much with the algorithm does not know what to do with us. And the more we branch out into all these other videos, the less the algorithm does for us. So we need to keep things simple. We need to keep it KISS. Keep it simple, sexy. Yes, I'm gonna say sexy. The next point in reset is E. Engage with your existing community. The worst thing that you can do on YouTube, and is very selfish, is to post and ghost. You know how it is. Sometimes we get in a rush, we upload, and then we go. We don't take time to leave a pinned comment. We don't comment with people who might be commenting on our videos, yet alone go over to other people's channels and support. If you are guilty of that, let me know down in the comment section. Let's just get real. Sometimes I find myself doing things like that. I very rarely do that. I try my best to make sure I have enough time during my uploading process for me to be able to engage with other people and make sure I support others, not just in our community, but in other communities. Sometimes I also like to leave a community post and make sure that I encourage somebody to have a good day. It could be as simple as that. Encouragement for encouragement. All right. T, test. Test what works again and again. Drop 2 to 3 videos with strong titles and strong thumbnails. Don't be afraid to pivot slightly if you need to in order for your channel to be evolved. You never know what works unless you try to work it. Watch how YouTube responds. Watch how your viewers respond. Track your CTR for 30 days. CTR is your click-through rate. That's the best way to see if your thumbnails are working, if your titles are working, and also to see what's not working. If you never look at your analytics, you kind of don't know where to go or how to grow. Now look, let's keep it real. I almost quit. Like September of last year, I almost quit. I started to get depressed. I felt defeated, and it looked like I wasn't winning on YouTube. But you want to know what I did? I shifted my focus and I made a strategy, and that was a game changer. Once I sat down and I strategized, I made myself an entire spreadsheet of how I was going to get monetized. It wasn't until then that my channel began to see the light. A lot of times we don't win because we give up too quickly, or we don't invest our time in getting a coach. I'm a coach. If you need a coach, then connect with me. Or simply put, we get lazy. It's easier to quit sometimes than it is to persevere. And that is what I want to encourage you to do today. Persevere through the pain so that you can receive the promise of the prize of winning on YouTube. Remember that progress is better than perfection, and you don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up. I want to give a shameless plug right now. I have a workbook that's coming out. Maybe you can't afford a coach, but can you afford a workbook? If you are ready to get yourself organized, to get focused, to strategize, and to become consistent, then I have a brand new workbook coming out for you, and it's going on pre-sale today. It's jam-packed with a lot of prompts. It's a workbook, so that means you're going to have to do some work to hold yourself accountable. It's filled with all kinds of affirmations and prompts to keep you engaged on your journey. If you're interested in signing up for the pre-sale, I'll leave a link to my Stan store below. And don't forget to download your free reset comeback guide that I will leave linked below. If you've enjoyed this video and you have learned something here, then make sure you check out this video next and this playlist next that YouTube says is important for you to watch. I love you and goodbye.